My question is not necessarily on topic of rap and hip hop. It's more specific to you being and having the roots of Jackson, Mississippi. Do you think Mississippi is slept on?
Yes, very much so. But more specifically Mississippi.
Okay.
You can trace most contemporary music in America back to Mississippi.
Okay.
Most great music, the basis of it is pain. No one has suffered in North America the way that the African or the Moorish people have, right? And so the reason why our music resonates the way that it does is because the one thing that everybody in this room will have in common is pain through death, because everybody's gonna die. A lot of times for me, it is one of the reasons, again, why I am so proud of you, is it's not the music. Mississippi has never had a problem with music. It has always been the morbid history that's connected with where we're from.
Yeah.
And the cameras. Some of the most talented people who you all love right now, they're from Mississippi. They just don't say that they are.
Who?
You know, that's neither here or there. You know, and if they choose to not say it, I am. And that's all that really matters to me.
Because I think when we're talking about Mississippi, and why I say the who is because I think most people acknowledge where they kind of got their name from.
Exactly.
See what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah.
A lot of people were born, somewhat raised in different places, but they rep Atlanta.
Watch this, and you're gonna love this story. That is one of the reasons why I have the love that I have for Atlanta, because Atlanta did something for me that I don't think any city has ever done for any other artist. Atlanta knew that I was from Mississippi. I never really wanted tattoos in my life. The reason why I got this tattoo on my back, because I said if I ever turn my back on my people, it'll still say Mississippi, even if I turn my back. So Atlanta loved me. And a lot of people said it was because also the respect that I had for Atlanta. They knew I was from Mississippi, but I was coming up through the same tunnel as Lil Jon, as T.I., as Bone Crusher, all of these people at that same time, right? And Atlanta opened the door for me and allowed me to go through that door. A lot of people would say, a lot of people have said that I got that $10 million deal and I moved to Atlanta. But that's actually the opposite from the truth. I got on in Atlanta. I got on from Jerry Smoking B from Hot here in Atlanta. Then I moved back to Mississippi because I didn't ever want my people to feel like I turned my back on them. And so Atlanta allowed me to do that. And so for me, I got into not really an argument a couple days ago. I saw a young cat, you know, he was up in Atlanta, like just popping really, really loud. And I asked him, I was like, bro, where you from? He told me where he from. I said, where you live? He said, I live in Atlanta. I said, well, if your city is that great, then take your ass back there.
Man, have you ever been locked in on summer plans and you hit that classic moment? What am I gonna wear? I'm talking about graduations. What else? Weddings, Memorial Day weekend, my birthday. The calendar just starts to stack up fast. And suddenly, every invite comes with some type of panic. And that right there is the main reason why I rock with Macy's. They ain't got nothing to wear, into sheer confidence. Their personal stylist helps you lock in a full look. And get this, they'll even help you find the perfect gift while you at it. I don't know about you, but I still love that in-store feeling. Touching the fabrics, trying things on, mixing shoes and all type of accessories. See the whole fit come to life. Plus, you have fragrance and skincare experts helping you build that summer glow and helping you lock in your signature summer scent. So when it's time to show up, you is not scrambling. You're ready.
Like you owe the land something. When we are in these colleges, I was just speaking at HBCU a couple days ago, and I said, we all want to change the world, but if you go to a historically black college, then 9 times out of 10, there's a black community right across the street Walk your ass across the street and change the community, the black community across the street. We don't have to do these esoteric big things when there's people that's hurting right here. And so in Atlanta, I will always be grateful for Atlanta for them loving Mississippi and allowing me to come through the portal of their city because they got so many talented people and they let me rep Mississippi.
So specifically to that that thought process, what would you say that you've outgrown where you're from to go to, let's say, the big city with big dreams? Mm-hmm. The LAs, the New Yorks, the Miamis, the Atlantas, the Texases, like those, the Houstons, the Dallases, you know what I'm saying? Being from the small spaces in America where you may feel like a shark in a lake.
No, I definitely haven't outgrown. You don't outgrow anything, as a matter
I'm talking, not you specifically, I'm talking about the individual, like,
I'm gonna answer that. But what happens is this. What happens in most cases, have you ever noticed when you get a contract from white folks, there's about 40 pages of what they want from you and about 3 pages of what they're gonna give you. When we walk into business situations, we usually don't know our worth and we don't know what we want. All we know is we want some money. When you know, I know you know this now, usually if you get a lot of money on the front end, you getting your ass towed up. You a slave at the end, right? So what I realize is that when we stay in these small spaces, we usually don't have a vision. I saw a store in, I just gave my phone away because I didn't want, I don't even know, it's a store in DC. It was one of the most inspirational things I've seen, and black people own it. Chef Rock works at it. I'm sorry, Memoirs, I think is the name of it. I don't even want to get an idea away. But you could never do this idea in New York because all of the space is bought up. You could never do this, which what I just seen that you just bought. You can't do this in a big city, bro. You can't. You don't have the land. You may even have the money. You can't afford it. But in the places that we're from, a young lady with Nashley, right? Bean Path, this girl bought up 45% of downtown Jackson. She's gonna create a tech hub in Jackson, Mississippi. She couldn't do that nowhere. And even in which she won't, even if she failed, she owns 45% of downtown Jackson. How fucking player is that? We just don't have the vision of God. That is why we perish. So we look to go and be a part of other people's vision. That's one of the only criticisms that I have of people who want to rap. Most people don't want to rap because of the culture. Most people don't want to be great at what they do. This is the legalized dope game for a lot of people. And that's my only problem. If you do it and you love it, I don't care where you from, who you are, and how you do it, if you respect the people and the culture.